All right, going into this competition, you had a lot to take care of. What prompted those items that you were working on?
Oh, all the stuff that I was working on?
Yeah.
So I had a firewall that was cracking. Had a piece that popped rivets like all the way through. It was one bad landing away from casing my airplane. I made the solid decision after doing, the stall drags and then coming and trying to go to Minnesota that I needed to take care of the plane. I needed to take care of the plane and make sure it's safe, not only for me, but for everyone else that's out there. And I didn't want to be the accident, so I missed Minnesota. It was tough. I said I was going to go to every one of them, but safety is more important than trying to get there and get points. So chose to do that. Also brakes, I was tired of landing 500 feet. So took care of that. 1/8 inch lines from the 1/4 inch lines, intensifiers, new brake setup, double puck system, about everything you could do the Matco system I did, and it is night and day difference.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Sodbuster, that's a wrap.
I'm super happy with it. I don't know what my numbers are because I haven't looked. So that's what we talked about. But I know for myself it's probably personal best. That says a lot, one, of the work that I did just to make the airplane better. But two, I've been trying to figure out a little bit better how to do stall. I practiced a lot. I didn't get about a month off and haven't flown. So coming out here for 2 hours last night and then, couple, 6 runs this morning before everyone got out here early, it helped. I was able to dial it in. And I know it looks weird on camera, the stuff that I'm doing. A lot of people I've been talking to, they're like, I don't understand why you're diving and then coming back. The same thing that I keep talking about is safety. And I don't want to put myself in an unsafe situation, and I don't want to fly anything I haven't flown before. So you add weight to the back so that you can get the angle of attack right. And I didn't feel comfortable doing that here. And so I said no. And so the way to get around it was kind of coming in pretty steep and then arcing back and then adding my power and just keeping it off the ground. And so I felt more comfortable doing that than trying something, adding weight and not doing it. So I know it looks weird and it looks like I don't know how to fly, which is still the truth, but I'm getting better.
Yeah, so you're having fun. I mean, it's a lot of work, but is it paying off?
I mean, the payoff for me is that I'm not out here to compete against anyone but myself and to live out my father's dream. So for me, it pays off big time. I close my eyes at night and all I can think about is the next event and what I could do better. And so for me, I mean, dude, I hope he's looking and loving it.
Awesome. Things that you have to overcome to be in the position that you're in is it shouldn't be overlooked. The hurdles that you have,
Like just
since the last time we saw you, right? We
Yeah.
were in Yuma.
Yeah.
We had the fire and all that stuff.
Yeah.
We got all that, but now here we are 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later.
Yeah. So at Yuma, I had a bunch of stuff happen. After Yuma, got hit by a car. That was the hamstring, ripped my hamstring on that whole thing. It wasn't fun, very painful. Then after that, took a couple weeks off and went to Wayne, and that was a tough one. It was the first event that I haven't had to work on the airplane, by the way. So that was that was something crazy. But my goal there was to just put some numbers down and then get stall drag certified. So that's what I did. And then I got invited to Reno to do that. But for the most part, you got the electrical fire, you got the brakes going out, you got everything that's been happening. I sold some Jeeps to keep going. Like, this is what I love and this is why I'm doing it. I devoted my year to this, and I'm trying to make it happen. Whatever I can do, I'll make happen. And
yeah, man, you are. It's awesome to see you. I missed you at Isle, but yeah, obviously safety. So
yeah, like I said, when immediately, you guys text me like, hey, how are you guys doing? I'm like, dude, this is awesome. Like, all I could think about was you guys all weekend, and the staff and everyone that's out here. I miss everyone. It was a hard one to not go, but safety is more important than having a good time for me. And I took care of it, and now I don't have to worry about it anymore. Right. It's not in the back of my mind anymore. Sodbusters is fun, like getting to meet the airport manager and the mayor, they're so nice. Also, there's a shower here. That's probably because we go to a lot of these events and there's not a shower, so you're here for 3 days and you're like, oh, can I go use someone's hotel room? if you're camping out. So this had a shower. It was nice. Everything's super nice. They fed us. Like, they did a great job. I hope we come back. And, I mean, regardless, if I'm going on a cross country, I'm stopping here. It's an amazing little airport. And, you know, they got the grass strip, so, you know, you can play around. It's longer than some of the other ones that are out there. And
A lot of people thought that your front tire went flat.
yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, so if you go back and watch it, I look like an idiot, number one. I land, and I immediately turn right to go to parking. So, I hear on the radio, your tire's flat. So I immediately okay, I'll just turn right and go to parking. And then it dawns on me, I'm like, if my tire was flat, my nose gear would have went into the ground. There's no way around that. I'm like, all right, so I'll open it up, and I open it up, and then they're on the radio, turn left, turn left, turn left. So I turn left. I'm like, all right, I wouldn't be turning if I had a flat tire as well. So I open it up, I look, and it's fine. And so I have to call back. And what it was the grass is kind of high here, and I run 7 PSI in that front tire. It's a 26-inch Airstreak. And I guess it looked like it was flat. And so everyone was real concerned about it. And so it kind of worries you, because I'm like, oh, what did I do? Did I pop a tire? Did something happen? And, you know, I've been landing on it, taking off, no problems. And so at the same time, if you watch, every time I land, I open the door and I look at it to make sure it's still there. And, you know, it gets in your head a little bit, but at the same time, it's good to know that there's other people watching. You know, it's a gear check. A gear check is worth its weight in gold, you know. And so I just kept going, and they let me make the call. They were like, if it's not flat, and I'm like, well, it's not flat. I know it's not flat. But we'd all know if it was flat. And yeah, it wasn't flat, so I just kept going.
Walking around the pit. We're a busy guy.
Yeah, it was weird. So I walked away. I'm sure so CC's NOS had a blow off. It was crazy. It's you know, he runs nitrous in that 170, and I walked over to see if he was there. He wasn't there. And walked back, and all of a sudden there's just a ton of people around my airplane, you know, and it's not something that, you know, I'm used to. So I sat around and I started talking to him, you know, and I'd say I gotta give you one of these guys. And I had some stickers made, and so I got to talk to kids, and you know, they love it, and it's fun, and I got to meet a lot of good people. And it was crazy because they also, when they saw I was repitching my prop at the end to go home, they came over and were helping. They're like, can I hold screws? Can I hold this or that? And so it's fun, man. The people are what make this event. You know, it's the pilotry and the fun flying is great, but it's the amount of people get to come and hopefully inspiring that next kid like everyone else to get out here maybe later on and go fly or do something.
Definitely.